How can you respect something that you don't respect, as though somehow the request is that you must respect bad behavior? What we're pointing out is this, and you can see it by the analogy with unconditional love. If we say that a husband is to unconditionally love his wife, does that mean that he goes along with her adultery as a demonstration that he loves her, or her bulimia, or anorexia? No, he lovingly confronts those issues. In other words, a hostile confrontation is going to be ineffective on the spirit of a woman. So it's incumbent upon a man to understand, if I'm going to get through to the heart of my wife, I've got to approach this lovingly. It's not going to be easy, but hostility, hatred, anger, all of those things are not going to get through to him as I'm confronting it. So too, the question on the table is, can you really be effective disrespectfully with contempt toward another human being? One of the points we make is that no husband feels fond feelings of love and affection in his heart toward a wife he thinks despises who he is as a human being. And if he feels that you're using the topic as another opportunity to send the message that you really don't like him, then his spirit will close off. So the issue isn't respecting his bad behavior, so to speak. It's respectfully confronting the bad behavior. And on our crazy cycle, without love, she reacts without respect, and without respect, he reacts without love. A lot of women say, I don't know what you mean by respect. But I say, well, do you know what disrespect is? Oh, yeah, I got that down. I know how to be disrespectful. And one of my concerns is that women don't understand that when they feel insecure with money issues and they're fearful and they're feeling unloved maybe, they tend to react in ways that feel disrespectful. The University of Washington again found when a woman is upset, her eyes darken, the face turns sour, the hand on the hip, the scolding finger, the sigh, the roll in the eyes, the head goes back. And when estrogen kicks in, the word choice of contempt is incredible. Now, she does all of this to try to get a message through. I feel insecure. And on the financial, I'm feeling very insecure. I'm feeling afraid. She's thinking of her children. It's all rooted in fear. But that reaction is way too much. I say to women, go and look at yourself in front of a floor-length mirror after you've had a doozy of a fight with your wife and reenact in front of that mirror the way you talk to him and ask this question: is there any person in his life who talks to him this way? And if the answer to that is no, then he's not hearing your heart. You're misrepresenting yourself, and thus he's misinterpreting you. Here's the deal. You have to confront the issues respectfully. If you confront them with contempt, he won't hear your heart any more than a man can confront a wife with hostility. Does that mean that we aren't going to fail? We all fail, but we seek forgiveness for having come across contemptuously or in a way that was angry.
So it's kind of the old love the sinner, hate the sin. I can disrespect the behavior.
Oh, you must. Who would respect certain behaviors?
Yeah, but I have to respect the guy who's doing the behavior. Well, it's hard to separate those things.
It is hard. It's not easy, but contempt doesn't work. See, this is the point I always make to people. Okay, if you don't want to respect him, I get that. There may be something. I saw my dad attempt to strangle my mother to death. I don't respect that behavior. But the question is, will contempt over a long period of time toward the soul of my dad ever have any positive effect? And the answer to that is no. Was I treated unfairly? Was Mom treated unfairly? Yes, I get that. I understand evil and I understand abuse situations. But ultimately, those of us who are Christ followers especially realize Jesus never showed contempt toward the spirit of a person. It's ineffective.
But he didn't mind picking on the problem.
Oh, he was very confrontive.
On the problem.
Huge. That's why he got himself crucified.
Yeah. So let's do the antithesis of that then. So how do I love the unlovable? In other words, we picked on the ladies for a minute.
Right.
Let's pick on the men.
Well, it's the same thing, and particularly when they get on the crazy cycle, without love, defensively, she reacts offensively without respect.
So she's ticked off. She's in my face. She's being disrespectful. What am I supposed to do?
Well, this is where we say you got to decode in this crazy cycle, because guys are listening. That's right, Emerson. You're the first guy that's really put a voice and vocabulary to this, man. I mean, that's exactly what I've been living with. She's negative. She's offensive. She's disrespectful. I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired of being sick and that's tired. Right. But the question is she a good-willed woman, and is she reacting this way because she's feeling insecure about finances, she's fearful, and she's in effect saying, I have a need to be reassured that you love me, and I'm reacting this way because you're the only man in my life that can meet this need. And the question is this really a compliment that you're the man? And so it's not easy at that moment of time, but she's not trying to dish you, to emasculate you, to get you to sing high tenor in the boys' choir.
So my reaction should be what?
Well, I've got to decode. Did I marry a good-willed woman? Now, she is reacting in these ways that feel disrespectful, but is that her mission in life? Did she get up in the morning to think of ways to show you doesn't respect you because of this mismanagement of money? No, that's not her goal. She's trying to seek reassurance that you care about her feelings, that you love her for who she is. And so as a guy, we're going to have to learn how to take this hit. I say take the hit. Her negativity, her disrespect is not designed to do in your heart what it would be if a man was doing that toward you. If another man dissed you that way, consciously and willfully, those are fighting words. That is lethal. We don't treat one another that way. It's a violation of the honor code. I get that. But your wife is not a man. She's a woman, and she needs something from you that only you can give. This is praise. It's full of praise. So when Sarah's upset with me, I have to decode, and I have to trust her heart. It's really a faith venture. I have to trust her heart. Now, we spin on that crazy cycle every week, but we don't keep spinning on it because we know we are people of goodwill. She's my ally, not my enemy, and she's a woman of goodwill.
He wrote the book, and he spins on the crazy cycle. That's reassuring. That's reassuring.
You're not in debt, are you? See, the difference between you and me is you practice what you preach, but Sarah and I still spin.
No, we're not perfect at it either, and that's the point. I mean, we're not in debt, but we're not perfect with the handling of money, and we're not perfect in our communication on that issue. We're way ahead of most, like you guys are way ahead of most on this, I'm sure. But that doesn't mean we ain't got work to do.
Yes.
Every day.
And that's what we appreciate about you.
So let's walk back down there. Let me go to the call. Let me call the call. Suzanne's in Orlando, Florida. Hey, Suzanne, what's up?
Hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I'm married to my high school sweetheart for 27 years, and he's my best friend, and I hope I'm his best friend. We've been through some times. His professional life, he's been a money man, and in our home life, he wants to be the money man. And I've had several occasions to be at home accidentally and realize that our house is about to be foreclosed on. Realizing another situation of mini warehouse, everything lost in it because he didn't pay for it, and I had money, and if he were to come to me, I could have saved the mini warehouse. I did save our house on 3 different occasions. I do feel unloved when that happens. I feel insecure. I don't want to emasculate him, and I want him to feel safe to talk to me, but it keeps happening over and over, and I don't know how to interpret this.
Okay. Well, you have the insight on the financial side, but what you might want to do is just sit down with him, say, do you know how much I believe in you, and I see you as a man of honor, and I sometimes feel, though, you exclude me from certain information, and I need to ask you this question. Do you feel if you are open with me and honest about some of these issues that I'm going to show you contempt, that I'm going to look down on you, that I'm going to somehow say I'm smarter and better than you? You need to know that I see you as my best friend, and it hurts me that you would think that somehow, if you were truthful with me about these decisions, that I'm going to show you contempt. Talk to me for a moment. Is this how you feel? And if that's the case, I need to seek your forgiveness. Now, that's not fair to you because he's been mismanaging, and that's a whole issue that Dave can address. But if you want him to open his spirit to you, that would be a worthy beginning in my estimation.
Excellent. That's a good start. As far as treating the symptom, which is what I do, you guys are trying to act like roommates instead of a married couple. The preacher didn't say, and now you're a joint venture where you get to go do your thing and he gets to go do his. He said, and now you are one, and you all aren't acting like it. And so you need to be on the same page with money. It's our income, not your money, his money. It's our income, our storage, our house, our bills. And I'm going to strongly recommend you guys combine your financial goals. It's going to increase communication, and it's going to deal with a lot of this insecurity on your part because you're going to have a clue what's going on all the time. From a practical standpoint, you're going to have a view into the window. You'll be looking into the window to see what's happening because you both have a vote on this. But then you take I would recommend Emerson's book to go with this, Love and Respect, for sure. But on the financial side, put it together. Speaking of books, this book is on sale on our website at DaveRamsey.com, $14.99.